So thank you for joining me. My name is Lisa Turner. I'm a channel, and I've asked my listeners, my followers, to send me through questions that they would like answers to that are in relation to their spiritual development or their evolution, their growth. So I have a question here today from a person who's asked the question of the color of a person's or animal's soul that I see. Do I continue learning more, or should I let it go? So let's see what my team of angels, I channel a team of angels called the Angels of Alignment, and they love to teach. They love to teach on all matters of spiritual development and personal growth and things like that. So we'll see what they have to say. The color of a person's or animal's soul that I see, do I continue learning more, or should I let it go? Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so first of all, with the person that has asked this question, there is a feeling here that she's wasting her time. So we would say to her that there is absolutely no truth to that belief that this will be a waste of time. This has just come from a period of her life previously where she has gone off and explored other multi-dimensional aspects that she felt as if she's gone down a rabbit hole that has got her nowhere. Like she's really sort of like stepped into trust and followed her team and her intuition and her guidance, gone down sort of what she believes is a rabbit hole, and has learned a skill and has learned some healing work in that direction and brought it back to the public to share. But it sort of it lacked not being the best word, but on her part, she was missing a piece of self-confidence within herself around delivering the information. And the information that she was channeling through and bringing through at that time, the audience that she was presenting it to wasn't the correct audience for her. So there was a few different components where the timing was off. And that's why things sort of didn't get the traction that she hoped, and it sort of affected her development, and she's sort of really held back and stepped back. So we would say to her now, her soul, her team are showing her a fresh new perspective on soul lineage related to color. So the colors that you're seeing in relation to animals and to people is in relation to soul lineage, but not just soul lineage. Within those colors, it is also in relation to emotions. There's many different layers, many different energetic fields and layers to this. So on one hand, the color would sort of show a lineage, almost like an ancestral lineage or a soul lineage. And the color of it would show, okay, this is what your soul has been working on for lifetimes. That you may have already noticed that the different colors will have different themes for soul lessons. This is the main educational part in this that your team would like you to focus on. This is what they're trying to bring your attention to and get you to work with now, because there is a very much watered down perception within spiritual communities of, you get your photo or your auric photo taken, and you've got all these different colors, and it shows, your vibration or your mood or your evolution. And we would say that this is a very surface level. It is quite sort of watered down and restricted at a very surface level. It doesn't really give a person much insight into, it might sort of say, oh, if you're feeling a bit of red, there's some anger there. If there's some orange there, then you feel a bit of jealousy. If there's a bit of green there, that's your heart opening or try to open. If you see a bit of black or cloudy color there, well, there's a bit of sadness or grief there. But it doesn't actually give people a insight or tools for self-development. This new perspective that is coming through to you now is showing you that where you see a stronger more dominant color with an animal or with a person, it's showing a couple different things. It's showing them what they're needing to work on. So for example, blue and green could be around more trust. So if you're seeing blue and green on an animal, you're seeing that you're needing to work on building up a stronger connection of trust with that animal. So, and then if you were to then, so there's sort of two sort of main aspects here. The other aspect here is a particular color or a particular range or school of colors will show you the lineage of what that soul is working on and what that soul has been working through for different lifetimes. And you'll see, so for example, if the base color could be like reddish, there could be tinges of brown, there could be a bit of orange in there, there could be a bit of purple and blue. All those different colors will relate to all different lifetimes. And so the more purpley blue would be like a newer, probably the present lifetime of that theme. So you could go, okay, well, you've actually been working on this theme of this, this one color. You would be able to translate the color because it's energy. It's a, like a better word, stream of energy. And you would be able to, a spectrum of energy, and you would be able to tune into and feel and sense the different spectrums of the colors within that color range that you're seeing. You go, okay, well, what you're actually working on here is opening up to more trust. And you've actually got wounds from this lifetime around hurt, and you got wounds from this lifetime around betrayal, and you've been carrying this for lifetimes, or you've carried this wisdom in with you, and you've carried this knowledge in with you, and you would be able to change the color spectrum and go, okay, well, we want to clear, you know, this past life aspect, because that's actually impacting the purity of the color. What you want to work towards is the purity, getting that color pure and clear. So it is about releasing, you know, past life aspects, traumas, beliefs, pains, hurts, etc., so that you want to get that color spectrum as clear as possible. Clear meaning more closer to one stronger color, because then they would then be able to have full access to that full color in all of its positive attributes, you know, all of its growth, all of its strength, all the positive parts of it without all the wounding. And then you would be able to help them go, okay, well, this is what this is trying to teach you. You've got all of these different colors here of different spectrums that are all actually connected, and they're all trying to show you perhaps the lesson of letting go, but in different lifetimes. So you would be able to help them go, okay, well, this current situation in your lifetime is actually connected to these three different colors that are trying to teach you how to let go. So you would be able to sort of help people to really understand what is going on in their life, what is showing up in their life, by looking at the colors in their fields and go, okay, we've got this dominant color here around trust. So let's have a look at where, if this person's betrayed you, where is that sitting within this color spectrum? Where is that sitting? How is it impacting it? What other things is it connected to? Because they will be vibrationally connected to similar emotional vibrations. And then you'll be able to clear all three at once. So yes, we would say to you, absolutely, you are on the right path with this. It is not something that by any means your team and your soul want you to let go of. If anything, they want you to play with it, have fun exploring it. It really is a new sort of uncharted territory that you're going into. And it is really about understanding. Ultimately, you could sort of see it as the psychology of color, but taking it to a much deeper level, taking it to because there's also different layers energetically within that color spectrum of emotional. You've got the emotional body, you've got the spiritual body, you've got the mental body, and you've got the physical body. So you'll be able to see all the different bodies within that color spectrum as well, and how it is sort of, whether a belief or whether an emotion is sitting, whether it could be sitting in their spiritual field, whether it's sitting in their emotional body, whether it's sitting in their pain body, their physical body. So you could really treat it as a diagnostic tool for psychology of color, and looking at applying it is in many different ways, and helping to diagnose emotionally what, if someone's having a very strong emotional reaction to a situation in their life, and there's a very strong trigger, then you could go into that color and go, look, okay, it's in your emotional body and it's charged to this event in this lifetime, or this event in that lifetime. And there's also these other colors, and these other colors would represent different other emotions that were sort of in a very similar frequency with that. So you would be able to then go, okay, well, let's then now clear those distortions of all those other different colors and get that color as pure as possible by releasing the other emotional charges and responses. So we hope that that bit of insight there for you can give you encouragement that it is, yes, definitely something that your soul and your team are wanting you to express and play with, and to feel safe in doing so, and to release the expectation that you have to do something with it. Release the expectation that you have to heal other people with it, that you're responsible for other people. Be really open, just be open to exploring it, and open to your team showing you and teaching you. If you can really, for the time being, this will be a 6 to 12 month personal journey of working with these colors and learning to understand them. Just say for the next 6 to 12 months that it's just a personal journey with you and your team, building up that trust and building up that connection with your team again, so that you trust them, and they will show you all of this, and they'll take you deeper into it and have fun with it and have play with it. And then after that 6 to 12 months, then you can then decide, what do I do with this? Is this just something for my own personal development? Is it leading onto something else? Do I add something else to it? So we hope that all of that explanation for you can help you to know for yourself what is the right path forward for you. So we thank you very much for your question, and we send you so much beautiful love. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you appreciated and enjoyed that channeling and that information there for you. So if you like my work, I would appreciate if you subscribe or like or share. And also please have a look at my website and all my other social media and things like that if you'd like to find out more about what I do and how I work and how I can help. And so I thank you very much for your time and your presence. Thank you.